Hey everyone, I'm gonna wait just a minute, get everything final prepped here. These are the colors we're gonna use. Wanted to make sure I have my mask handy. All right, I'm gonna take these off of here. These are the colors we're gonna use. Hi Rose, good to see you again. I think I've seen you on here before. So this is gonna be another alcohol ink tumbler. I asked the customer what colors she specifically wanted. Hi Addison. She said neon colors, but specifically she wanted to make sure that I had these 4 colors: purple, green, orange, and yellow. So to me, you can't have neon without pink and turquoise. I like it. So I've got my cup base painted white here. And we'll also be doing one for her son. I don't know if I'll do that as a live because I still need to do a couple of things to prep it. But her son is going to have a red Power Ranger cup. I haven't done a red and black swirl before without it all being black, so I'm going to try something. I've got it base painted red. Hi, Mickey. Random glitter. So I'm experimenting. In the past, I've had weird dry spots show up. Come on, there we go. I don't really know what causes them, but my working theory is that it's oils from touching it. Hi, Lisha. Glad you could join us. I don't usually do them in the middle of the afternoon on a Sunday, so that's good timing this time. But anyways, I'm experimenting. I have not touched this cup at all with my bare hands. So we're gonna see if that actually proves my theory or disproves it. We'll see. When I took it off to put it on the foam here, I used a paper towel. Hi, Evangelina. So we're working on that theory, so we'll see how that works out. So I've got 30 milliliters mixed up. It's way too much, and I already know that, but that's okay, because I just started a new Lego man today, so as I end up with leftover epoxy, I'm going to start building him up again. I've made a couple of them so far. So cute. Just a little mold I saw somebody post once that came off of eBay. I'll show y'all in just a little bit. The way I like to do mine is I like for my cup to be covered first so I can watch out for any dry spots, and then I go back and add the thickness. And I'm actually going to change this camera because it's trying to focus on my hand only. So let's just do a little bit of this. Sorry about that. I'm just going to reach around it. That's not helpful. Not even a little bit. I'll probably move that back in just a minute. So once I end up with a drip over the side, it just makes it worse every time. So I'm just kind of rubbing that on there. I used a silicone brush for the first time to coat a cup right before starting this. It was weird. I'm not prepared for that. Okay, I gotta move this back where it was because my hands are too big, I guess. So if I miss your comment, I apologize in advance. But this part is just kind of the basics anyways. Everybody knows how to do this part. Almost caught up on my orders. I'm so excited. Just have a couple more to go, and a couple kind of pending orders that they haven't finalized anything. So the last time I went live out here was Tuesday. Here it is Sunday, right? I was literally sweating talking to y'all. It's Sunday. in Texas, I have the heater going. You can see I have a jacket on. Texas just can't make up its mind. I know other states are like this, but there's a reason that Texas tends to have that reputation. So irritating. And it's been raining for days. Like torrential rain at one point. That's enough to keep you in addition to all the other crazy stuff in the media. So let's just rub that in. I'm just making this a little thicker now because I have my base coat done. Now I just like to have the thicker. If you are wanting a swirled ink pattern, you won't get it if your epoxy is too thin. Okay, I'm gonna try going around the other way. It's raining in California. Man, it's like Mother Nature just doesn't know what to do with herself. I couldn't live where it rained all the time. Need some vitamin D. I could live in Jamaica. Oh my goodness. Wow, raining in Arizona too. I didn't realize that there were storms all over. But it makes sense, I guess. We went to Jamaica a couple months ago on a cruise with my husband. Ooh, Puerto Rico. Hi, Angeles. That is the most beautiful place I have ever been. Loved it. Hi, Donna. I have an aunt by marriage. I think her name is also Donna Wilson. That may be mixing up her maiden versus her married name. My maiden name is Wilson too. We're everywhere. As you guys are watching, if you like any of the videos of mine that you watch, if you don't mind giving them a thumbs up. Hi, Kathy. That helps me out a bit. I appreciate it if you do. So I'm going to let this just turn now for a minute. Kind of let that even out and self-level and all that good stuff. So I've got just a little bit left over. I'm actually not going to do anything with it right this minute because every once in a while I have to add a little bit more. And I want to make sure that I don't sell myself short and not have the extra. Sometimes it gets like a really flat spot, and so I'll throw a little bit more epoxy on there. But I'm going to try and go a little heavier handed with the yellow and the orange than I do the other colors, because I don't want all these darker colors to end up, or these more, they're not darker, they're bold. Hi, Missy. Oh my goodness, my friend from high school is Missy Gray. Bringing back memories. I just was talking about her 2 days ago. But so that's going to level out just a bit. I'm going to go a little heavier with the lighter colors just so that these don't blend and overpower the cup. Hi, Pam. Hi, Donna. So since if you're just joining us, we are making an alcohol ink tumbler for an order. Her primary color request was yellow, orange, green, and purple, but she just wants it bright and bold. I showed her the rainbow cup that was the failure, that was like green taking over the world, and she loved those colors, so that's the colors I'm using primarily, with the exception of the pink. This one was not on the rainbow cup. So, oh my gosh, it's stuck. Holy cow. I don't know how these get stuck together. Man, we've got states all over today. California, Kentucky, Ohio, Idaho. I think a Floridian logged in early. Texas. Puerto Rico. Can't forget you. So I mixed up 30. And Angeles, I mixed up 30 and I just used about 25 of it. I like to have a little bit on reserve because sometimes you run out, or not run out, you get like a dry spot or a flat spot or something. I also have to watch my blues. I don't want my blue and my yellow to mix too much. I kind of didn't think about that in advance. I'm going to do a little green now. I'm going to focus on the colors she really wanted, and then I'll add in the other colors later. And if this doesn't turn out like I'm wanting it to, no big deal. Probably just have it as a ready to sell. And I'll start over. I just got some new inventory. Hey, we've got Canada too. Awesome. Hi, Sherry. So I've never been very far outside of Texas, with the exception of cruising. One of these days, I would love to just get out and roam the world. See all these places. We are going to New Mexico. You may have heard it in another video that I did just a little bit back. We're taking the kids to some of the sites in New Mexico. Oh my gosh, 16 degrees with snow in Idaho. Yowza. I like snow, but whew, I don't know if I could handle it. Hey, Keller is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away, Sean. I am just behind the Speedway, if you're still familiar with the area at all. If I was to go to the end of my road and hang a right, I'd be in Keller in 10 minutes. I don't like that spot. Ugh. I may have to grab the white to make some of these pop some more. It's kind of hard to gauge how bad they're going to blend. And Sean, my coworker, actually has, her maiden name is your last name. So that's pretty cool. It's a small world. Yeah, we're going to do some white to make some of these. I could strip it off, Sean, but if it's not hideous, I'll just list it as a ready to sell. Sherry, does it snow very much in that area? I'm not familiar enough with the Niagara Falls. I know that there's like 3 different areas of the Niagara Falls, and I only know that, thank you, Sean, I only know that because I'm a podcast junkie, and I've heard several podcasts about events that took place near or in that area. And I know enough to be dangerous. But I've literally been out of Texas a handful of times. The only states I've been to, this is really embarrassing to admit. I've been to New Mexico when I was a kid. I've been to Oklahoma, mostly because there's a casino right across the border. I've been to Louisiana when I was a kid, and like once as an adult. The only reason I've been to Alabama is because when I completely forgot to be dropping any colors. It's true, Sean. I forgot to leave any color or drop any colors on the bottom, so I kind of need to do that. Aw, Jennifer, that's super sweet. I'm glad they're helpful. I started off just kind of thinking, ooh, I should record this. I like to talk. I might as well talk to nobody. And then I dabbled in the lives. I kind of like it because I can interact a little bit better, I feel like. So we're going to do that right there. Oh, cool, Donna. I love ink so much. They are my favorite requests. Glitter, you can... I love glitter, don't get me wrong. I literally have shimmery Converse on my feet right now, and I have 3 pairs of glitter Converse in my closet. But I love how inks cannot be the same. You cannot have 2 of the same cup, no matter how hard you try. That is my favorite thing about them. So now I'm adding just a teensy bit of blue here and there. Hi, now we have a Georgia. Hi, Pam. I forgot to count as I was listing them off earlier, but we got a lot of states here today. It's pretty exciting. Go ahead and drop a little bit there. Yeah, Mickey, I'm getting better with glitter. I really struggle with ombre. I'm decent at it, but I Can't hold a candle compared to so many people. Ooh, South Carolina, Florida. I thought we had a Florida earlier. Awesome. I love it. All right, so I don't want to go crazy with the white because we are... Thank you, Sean. That's super sweet. I definitely have an addiction. You can kind of see right there the glitters from the other video that I did just a few days ago. I don't want to put them up because I need to still make stuff. Ooh, Alabama. There we are. Oh yeah, I never finished saying that statement. So the only reason I've been to Alabama is because when I went on my very first cruise, the engine room caught fire and they had to tow us from the Gulf of Mexico, and they towed us to Mobile and then bust us back to Galveston. So that's the only reason I get to claim that I've been in that one. Oh, thank you, Sean. Ooh, another Alabama. So I'm going to put... Whoa, I almost flung that right into that cup. I'm going to throw my mask on. I did throw that right into that cup. Hold on, let me wipe this strap off of here. My husband worries it. Ooh, Indiana, another Ohio. Very cool. My husband worries about me sometimes because I am not the most graceful person on the planet. In fact, I nearly broke my neck the other day just walking off my porch because, ooh, West Virginia and in North Carolina. We got both the Carolinas. Tennessee. This is so exciting, y'all. I'm going to have to write all these down and see where we all are. So my ducks decided to come up on my porch as I was going down. The dog was going down. The dog hates the ducks, but he instigates it while they harass him. And I almost fell off this porch because he cut right in front of me. I would have never grown up thinking that I'd have to tell any ducks to stay off the porch. Yet here I am. So, hey El Paso, fellow Texan. Alright, so I've got my heat gun here. Just going to give this some movement and then we're going to take it off. I'm probably going to move the camera for that part so I can reach it better and raise this up so you can see it. So I'm just going to zap it, not super duper tight or close because I don't want to scorch the epoxy, but I need movement. I'll probably end up adding a little bit more white. I'm just going to do that. Sorry it's muffly, but I can't afford to have another epoxy reaction. It's just not worth it. Have to get the bottom so it can swirl around too. I'm not loving all the green on here, so I may have to add some white to really make that pop. These are the same inks I used on that last one, but just different color combos. I'm going to skip the pink altogether, I think, on this one. Let's go ahead and rotate that the other direction. So I'm just going to drop some more white in here to make this green really pop a little bit better. We're going to probably do white vinyl with her name on it for our decal. Oop, that just fell right off. Karen, the epoxy I have been using for quite a while now, I'd say at least 6 months, is just Envirotex Light. I've got a link to the Amazon listing, but I honestly just get it at Michael's. I don't like getting it without a coupon, for sure. Okay, so this is brightening up now. I'm kind of digging it now. I hate when the inks just fall off. Make sure you work with some protection on your surface if you have a surface that matters. This is just an old countertop from an old scrapbook store cash wrap. So it's not super important at all. So I'm going to heat this up a little bit to let this blend a little bit more. Turn off my heater before I blow a fuse. So we're going to do that. I like how inks just are constantly changing. Thank you, Sean. It's brightening up. It's growing on me now. At first I was kind of questioning it. That's the thing with inks too, is you can't judge it until practically the end. Just because it's going to evolve and change no matter what. So I'm going to raise this up just a bit. And we're going to take this off. Oh, Carmelina says there's a coupon right now for half off. Thank you, Missy. So we're going to get a little movement here. You can watch that ink just slowly work its way down. I got to give the bottom some love too. So we're going to literally up and down with this, just to make it nice and swirled. Watch where it's going to, the lowest point, gravity is going to take over. So you want to make sure that you are keeping an eye on that. I'm going to add some white ink right there. That's kind of frustrating when those darker colors take over like that. Do some more white on there and see what I can do. Lighten that up. Is anyone on spring break right now? Our spring break got extended 2 more weeks. A lot of schools that's happening. I'd love to know what you're gonna watch or whatever you're planning on doing. I'm gonna need some ideas. My kids went to my sister's all of last week, and then kind of all hell broke loose in the media and all that health concern stuff. So now I don't know what to do. They'll probably end up catching up on all the Hulu shows that they haven't been able to watch this week. I get it. It's smart for them to not allow all the kids back. There's just so much variable right now. I think my biggest problem is going to be to keep the teenager out of the pantry. I've already threatened him a little bit. He's bigger than me. I'm not so sure he's taking me serious anymore. Okay. So if this ends up not being the colors that she wanted, it's still so pretty that I will leave this as a ready to ship for sure. I gotta do a little something else to that bottom. Let's do yellow, I guess. Yes, Luoma, I did make this turner myself. Just a microwave motor that I ordered off of Amazon. And some PVC pipes and some Southern Engineered attaching. It's not the best option. It's another reason to keep an eye or a cover there, because that is just extra. I almost missed it. Alright, so that's that. I think I'm going to leave it at that and just see how that turns out after it's done turning. I feel like 9 times out of 10 I end up with lots of swirls on one side and none on the other, but that's not the case this time. It's really exciting. Thank you, Rose and Luoma. I'll probably end up putting her name right here, just where it's not. That's really funny, Evangelina. It's true. Yeah, it's so hard to keep him out of the pantry. Alright, so that is all I'm going to do there. I do want to blast the, you know what, Karen? She actually doesn't want glitter. So if she likes it, I'll leave it as is and just put her name. But if she doesn't like it, I may end up doing glitter. But I actually do a fair amount of inks ready to ship that don't have any glitter, and they seem to go pretty quick. So I'm just going to blast the base here because it didn't really get much movement. I didn't blast it enough. It's my own fault. I really think she's going to like it. I hope she does anyways. I like it. It's not exactly what I pictured, but that's okay. So that's kind of all I have going there. For sure, Carmelina, the swirls are so fun. I like it. So as promised, here's the Lego man mold. I'm filling it. The last cup I worked on, I just threw some orange. It's Don't Be Coy from Glitter Craze. Just kind of random. All my coworkers have one of these on their computer desks or on their computer monitors. So typically what I'll do is take their leftover here and pour it in here. This is still barely thin enough. Like I can add a little something to it. Ellen, during the day I am a optician. I'm an optician. So I help people do their glasses and troubleshoot and all that good stuff. That's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. I've been at my job almost 10 years now. It's craziness. Alright, so I'm just going to add a teensy bit of glitter because this is almost cured enough that I can't really do much more with it. So if I add too much glitter, it won't really do anything. I'm just going to throw that over there. Stephanie, that's okay. You'll be able to watch the playback. We just did that ink cup right there using purple, turquoise. Ooh, Australia. Super cool, Debbie. We used turquoise, cobalt green, purple, orange, and yellow to get what we got on there. And some white. Almost forgot to say the white. I would love to know how things are going in Australia. My coworker has been following so much of that. Mickey, I actually did do a video about just basic vinyl application. Oh yeah, I think I did know that Amy Smith is on there. I think there's someone named Jessica too that does some tutorials that's south of me. I think she did like this painted on ink idea or something. I don't remember. But I feel like I knew someone else was really, really close. But my coworker was following the Australia stuff pretty recently, and I would love to know how that is. I don't watch the news. It is incredibly... Oh, Amy works for that. I got the... Oh, no. Yeah, I guess I don't know who that is. Sean. I thought you meant another person that does cuts. Because I know there is one in Keller or Watauga or something. So, Mickey, to get the... oh, thank you, Jackie. To get the fewest amount of bubbles, I'll show y'all my secret. Don't judge it. This is how I heat up my epoxy. Those extra little things over there are just... This one needed a little heat to finish curing. And those are just ones that I put on some heat and never picked back up. But that's how I get... hi, Eli. That's how I get my epoxy warmer. And that helps when I'm stirring it to not have very many bubbles. And then I can pop most of my bubbles with this guy. But I actually just ventured out, literally when I say just, I mean yesterday, with a torch. I got this on Amazon. It was pretty basic. This is supposed to be self-lighting. The ignition worked great at first, but now it doesn't. I have lighters out here. So, Ellen, I've heard people say they light the inks on fire, and it gives it a different look, but oh my goodness. I'd be terrified to try it, but I might someday. So I'm going to get the bubbles out of here. There's not too many, but chunky glitter always makes it extra bubbly to me. So I'm just going to do that. Yeah. So Carmelina has lit her inks on fire. I would love to know how that turns out. Yeah, I'm worried about trying that, but I could see where it would swirl too much because it would be way too hot. Got epoxy in my hand. So that's all I had for you today, was that right there. I got some new glitters the other day. Back there. That if you're interested, there was a live tutorial. You could fast forward about halfway through the cup that has the navy and silver. Thank you, Karen. Rose, if you want to see, I'll do a quick peekaboo, but I did a actual breakdown the other day. Again, I'm muffled because I have my mask on. So this is a blue to green shift. Chunky. Beautiful. Aqua to more turquoisey shift. State Fair. There is no justice that can be said about this one. It's sold out right now. This is a new one. I haven't used it yet. It has kind of a pink and yellow shift. Lola. Kind of a peachy. I didn't have a peachy. Oh, awesome, Ellen. You will not be disappointed. I know. Yeah, so she said that she is waiting on a couple of big shipments. I actually asked her about that yesterday. And she said that she is impatiently waiting on a few boxes and that the post office is kind of giving her the runaround. This one's like a copper to green. Golden green. Oh, I love this one. I can't wait to use it. Ooh, chameleon. Yeah, so did you get the fine chameleon, Ellen, or did you get the chunky? I don't have the fine one yet, but I want to someday. Ooh, chunky, yeah. It's so pretty. I wish the pictures did it, or the video did it justice. It doesn't. Oh, that's a new one too, but that's not the one I meant to pick up. Yeah, Rebecca, I can't wait to match that up. I've got a couple of lavenders that I think it'll be pretty with. Science Project is really hard to really get a good image. It's black at first glance, but then it's rainbow. Missy, almost all of these are from Friends. Or all of these I've showed you are from Friends. I had it turned the wrong direction, sorry. She has a new user code across the top of her page. Karen, this mask actually I think has been discontinued because I tried to pull it up the other day. It's just this style here. There's a newer version of it. I had to look it up. This was like the 5200, but now there's a model 5300, and I think even a 5400. Not real sure. But most of my glitters do come from fransglitteramore.com. But I do have a couple really pretty ones from this other seller, Glitter Craze. This one's really pretty. It's called Superstar. It's hexagons and stars. Mostly orange tones, gold tones, pink. Nope, that's not it. That's another new one too. I have so many new ones I keep forgetting what I'm picking up. This one's really pretty. It's kind of like an indigo. I mean, blue jean is the exact color that I would use to describe that. And then this one, in the very near future, I plan on doing a rainbow geode, and I was really hoping that this would be more like this kind of chunky with the different cuts in it. It's more like a shred than anything. And then, of course, I had to get the anchors and the Deathly Hollows. Super cute. I've also ordered from Sass & Crafts, or Yaya's. They have two names. I like both of them. My go-to is Fran, just because her customer service is phenomenal, and her offerings. So, Ellen, that came from Glitter Craze. I know that, I think the glitter guy has that one too. I've never ordered from them, but I'm pretty sure they have it. But some of them will call it other things like hollows or something a little less trademarky, maybe. I've seen it listed as a couple of different ways. So that's kind of what I have going right now. That's all I was coming to show you guys was this cup here. You can see it's already starting to change just in the time we've been oohing and ahhing over glitter. Yeah, so that's it. If you guys have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I feel like I've done pretty good at keeping up with them. But I don't get all the notifications, so sometimes I'll find one later on that I'm like, really? Seriously? I could have already taken care of this and responded. But if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. You'll get notifications like this when new videos upload, or when I go live and all that. Just for giggles, I'm going to make this go the other way so it doesn't swirl all the way around. You're welcome, Evangelina. Clara, this is all Brie Reese except for one. We used a little orange. You can just kind of see it peekabooing. All the other times I've used orange, it vanishes. Yellow. Cobalt green is so much prettier in person than what this gives it justice for. Turquoise. I just did a few here and there because she didn't really want a lot of... The main colors she wanted were orange, yellow, green, and purple. So I really just threw in a little bit of blue just to kind of offset the regular purple. And then here and there, we did some white to kind of make it pop a little bit better. And that's it. The epoxy was Alumilite. And it took about... Oh, you're welcome, Clara. My son's name is Sebastian, but it's spelled differently than your last name. Your name is spelled right. His name is spelled wrong. Anyway, so that's just kind of what we were working on there, and that is it. You guys have a good one, and stay tuned. Very soon I'm going to do a rainbow geode. I'll probably do it on a little kitty cup. And very soon I'm going to do a shiplap with the waves and all of that. Probably with a little kraken coming out of the water. So, no, Kelly, this is on a white base, and the whole thing will load up in just a little bit. It just takes a few minutes to process after I end the live. And you can see from beginning to end. You can kind of fast forward or put it on fast play. Oh, and I haven't really been interested in doing a storyboard. I haven't really had any customers request it. Missy, you and Kelly are so sweet. So I probably won't do a storyboard tutorial, but there are some really good ones out there. I've seen a few here and there. But, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging around, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Oh, one more. Okay, so, Kelly, there's such a delay on comments versus me seeing them. Kelly, I know that there are a lot. If you'll just search storyboard tutorial, you should find a good couple of options. I tend to like Little Lee and Rose. I've watched a few Menderella videos. She's actually admin of a group that I'm in. She's got some great stuff. Those are the only really, off the top of my head, channels I can think of that might be a good start to look there. But I would start with that. I may add one later, but it's not on the docket for any time super soon. Oh my gosh, 35 storyboards. Oh my goodness. If you're not part of some Facebook groups, definitely join some Facebook groups and just type in storyboard tutorial. You may find something in the files or in the links that you can get to. So you guys have a good one. I mean, at this time, my husband needs me. He's already opened the door on me to see what was going on. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.